Futuristic Fridays with Amber Farrant.
Hello everyone, the time is 1:30 p.m, which means it's Futuristic Friday. The show will be looking into the various predictions of the foreseeable future. You're here with me, Amber Farrant, and I'll be your host for the next half an hour. We have a lot coming up on today's show, so make sure you don't miss it. We will be enduring the likes of Dr. Steve Davis, who will be enlightening us on his expertise of robotics and his predictions within the next 10 years. Also, Delilah Homewood, a psychic, tells us her vision of fears with society in years to come. And of course, we have our special contestant winner, Demi Duncan, in the studio later for her secret time travelling adventure. She won last week's competition, and here's a sneak peek of how it went. I'm in the city of Manchester right now with Demi Duncan, a 21-year-old from Bolton. How are you feeling, Demi?
Hi, I'm feeling so great. I'm so excited.
What have you been up to today?
Just been shopping and just loads of shopping.
Oh, nice. Do you know anything about time travel?
I can't say I do.
Yeah, do you know that you can go back and forwards in time?
I literally didn't have a clue.
Oh, right. Well, we're here with Utter Radio today for our competition. You're in a chance of winning a time travel experience. Does that sound cool to you?
Oh my god, cool.
Cool. Have you ever won anything before?
Never. Literally never, I think. Literally never.
We've got one question for you.
Okay, see, I'm not very good at questions.
Oh, you could be really good at this one, though.
Okay.
I'm sure you're going to get it.
Okay.
So the question is, in TV, which TV programme includes time travel?
TV programme, you say, not a film.
TV, yes. What it involves a big blue box, and it travels in time. It's a TV programme.
I've got it.
Demi Duncan, a 21-year-old from Bolton, she's got it. What is it?
Is it Doctor Who?
Yay! It's Doctor Who! Congratulations, Demi. We'll be seeing you on our next week's show for our time
I'm
travel.
going to be live on radio. Hello, Mum.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
You're going to be on next week's show for Futuristic Friday.
Okay.
And getting in the studio, you're going to be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So make sure you stay tuned, as you could have a chance of winning this week's contest, where you and two friends could win a chance of going back in time. How does that sound for you? All you need to do is text us on 077 187 85935, telling us why you think you should be picked. Very interesting. We've got more details on that later. Now over to Molly O'Donnell, our correspondent for the news.
This is your lunchtime news. Meek Mill has been released from prison 5 months after being sentenced for breaking the terms of his probation. The 30-year-old was due to serve between 2 and 4 years, but a court granted him bail due to the credibility concerns of a witness. WWE has been criticised for not having any female wrestlers in its Saudi Arabia show. No women will be taking part, despite WWE being commended for their development of women in the sport. The London Marathon this year was officially the hottest on record, but that wasn't the only record broken. 34 people broke records in total, including Rob Pope, who completed 26.2 miles in total in 2 hours and 36 minutes while dressed as Forrest Gump. More than 90 records were attempted on the day, most including fancy dress. Here's a short clip from Rob.
I'm trying to become the first person ever to recreate the entire run that Forrest did in the film.
And finally, another reason why Uranus will always be the punchline of all cosmic comedy. Scientists have discovered that Uranus smells like rotten eggs or human flatulence. Clouds in Uranus's upper atmosphere are largely made up of hydrogen sulfide, the molecule that gives rotten eggs their undesirable odour. Finding this out could give scientists more insight into Uranus's formation. Now, after that, we've got to finish with a quick Uranus joke.
I saw Uranus through my telescope.
Weather.
Hey guys, so today's weather consists of spells of rain this afternoon for England and Wales. Heavy in places but clear in east overnight. Slight showers for the northwest, staying rather cool and breezy. I am Emily Vale and this has been your weather forecast for today.
Travel.
Good afternoon. Make sure to leave early today if you're travelling on the M60, as there are slow traffic delays on the M60 clockwise at junction 16, road A66 Pentilbury, due to an earlier broken down lorry. There is also congestion on the M60 to junction 12, M62, M602 Eccles interchange. All lanes have been reopened but were closed until around 1 o'clock, so drive with care. On the M25 anti-clockwise junction 38, lane 1 and the hard shoulder are closed due to a broken down vehicle. Slow delays are expected as the event is expected to clear between 2:30 and 2:45. Normal traffic conditions are expected between 3:30 and 3:35. I'm Debbie Hogarth, keeping you up to date on the traffic live from Otter Radio.
Welcome back to Welcome back to Futuristic Friday. It's 1:35 and you're listening to Amber Farrant on Utter Radio. The year is 2028. What are your thoughts? What are your assumptions of what will be happening in 10 years? My personal views are holograms. I think that would be really cool. So imagine you're wanting to FaceTime someone and a hologram comes out of your phone and you're able to see that person in 3D. I'm not sure though, but 10 years is long enough, or is it for that to happen? Let me know your thoughts on your own theories about 2028. You can contact us via Twitter at utter_radio and our Utter Radio website at www.utter-radio.co.uk. So I spoke earlier with Dr. Steve Davis, a lecturer of manufacturing, automation and robotics, to see how technology could change.
Well, I'm Dr. Steve Davis. I'm a lecturer here at Salford. I lecture in manufacturing, but I also lecture in robotics, and also that's my area of research.
What would you say, looking in terms of technology now, how advanced it may grow in the space of 10 years?
Well, it's fairly difficult to predict. I mean, if you think about technology 10 years ago, the internet is only a fairly recent thing, and look at how that's developed and become a vital part of our lives. So it's difficult to know what's going to happen over the next 10 years. But I guess things like artificial intelligence, which are now becoming sort of more widely used, will be more present in our everyday lives. And mobile phones in the next 10 years, they're probably going to become even more vital than they are at the moment, helping us in other ways that often we can't even imagine at the moment.
A thing called DARPA, which unveils one of the world's most advanced humanoid robots. Can you tell us anything about that at all, or if you know anything about this project?
Yeah, well, DARPA have set various challenges. So DARPA is effectively the American military, and they set various robotics challenges to kind of drive the technology. There was one a few years ago where the challenge was to enter effectively a nuclear reactor. The idea being, imagine a situation like Fukushima where they had the nuclear accident. Obviously they can't send people in, so sort of sending robots in the place of humans. Well, in terms of the humanoid technology, personally, and people will disagree with me, but personally I don't think we're going to see the sort of sci-fi version of humanoid robots in every home helping us out. We'll see robotics, but not in that form. The example I just gave you is an example where a humanoid type robot is necessary, but think about a robot that does the dishes for you. Does it need to have 2 arms and 2 legs? So I think we'll see more technology kind of that looks more like that than the humanoid type technology. One of the potential problems is if robotics and automation start doing the unskilled jobs, what do people who haven't got degrees and higher qualifications do? So we're kind of, the education system needs to go along, to change alongside these technological changes to make sure that everybody is prepared for a world where technology is among us. So yeah, it's very important that the education keeps up with the advance in technology.
In a overall comparison of today and in as many years as you would like, what would you say your main significant thing that will potentially be different in 10 years?
Yes, like you say, it's a difficult thing to say. I think artificial intelligence really is a big thing at the moment. So we're going to see autonomous cars, self-driving cars, that's going to happen. Probably in 10 years it won't be for everyone, but there will be autonomous cars out there. We're looking at drone technology as well. Okay, we see drones almost as a toy, but they are starting to be used in applications, in filming, for example, but then search and rescue. Amazon are talking about delivery using drones. I think we'll see more use of drones and this autonomous technology. It doesn't necessarily need to be a drone, but autonomous vehicles would bring your delivery to you. Do we need a driver to deliver your Amazon parcel? So I think that will be some of the main things in kind of the logistics. But artificial intelligence, we won't necessarily see it because it's things that we go on computers. It's not going to be a visual thing, but I think a lot of data input, data processing and stuff that currently is done by people will start to be increasingly done by machines and computers.
Futuristic Fridays with Amber Farrant.
Jeans, look in the mirror and think, is that me?
Ew, what a face.
Have a dress you want to fit in for a special occasion or just want to feel good about yourself? Want to get your beach body ready? Then don't aspire, join today the first month free. Join speedyweightloss.com.
Hi, my friend just had some tattoo work done by you and it looks absolutely amazing, so I just thought I'd pop in and have a look around and ask if you could possibly book me in for a tattoo tomorrow. I really want a skull on my shoulder and I absolutely love your artwork, so it'd be great if you could do that.
This is a yoga class.
Should have gone to Glass of the Eye Savers.
Hello, it's 1:40 p.m. You're listening to Amber Farrant on Utter Radio. For those who've just tuned in, it's Futuristic Friday. So, on today's show, we're looking into the year 2028. Let us know your thoughts and predictions of the world in 10 years. So you can contact us by our Twitter at utter_radio and our website at www.utter-radio.co.uk. So, on last week's show, we had a competition for a very lucky individual to win a chance to time travel into the year 2028. We have imported today a machine that can take you into the future. So very exciting. Which means it's time to welcome our competition winner into the studio, Demi Duncan.
Hi everyone, it's so nice to be here.
Hi. Hello lovely, how are you feeling?
Well, I am so nervous. I don't actually know what to expect. I've never been in a radio studio like this before. It's so crazy. All I know is something to do with travel.
Indeed it is. Any idea of where you might be going?
Well, I've never been to Benidorm before, so that would be really cool. Like, my friends, sisters, boyfriends, cousins actually been, and they actually recommend it. So, have you ever been?
Anyways, you really don't know what's in store for you today. Okay, well, Demi, you were in for a very big surprise.
Oh, I love surprises.
Okay, lovely. Can you please stand right over there for me?
Yep, just over here. What is
just over there.
It looks like a big washing machine. I am clean, you know.
So everyone that's just listening, Demi is getting all mic'd up now and ready for a trip of a lifetime. You are standing in a time machine.
Stop it. Are you serious? Am I going to go to Mars?
No, Demi, we don't have that technology right now, but that would be awesome. So you are heading into the year 2028. Does that sound okay for you?
I mean, yeah, but Mars would have been a little bit better, but okay, we'll give it a go.
Perfect, right. So what you're going to have to do is type the numbers 10 in front of you.
Okay, these numbers here?
Yeah, so make sure you put 10, okay, though?
Oh, I've got it.
Okay, so we're going to count down from 3 and you're going to press that red button, okay?
Right, you want me to press this big red button?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Fabulous, Demi has left the building. We'll be in contact with her shortly when she hits 2028. It's all so exciting here today in Utter Radio, but first over, let's go to a correspondent who's taking the streets of Manchester to ask you guys your predictions of 2028.
Hi Amber, I've just been outside the studio asking the public some questions about what they think the world will be like in 100 years. Here's some of the responses that I got.
What do you think technology will be like in 100 years? I think holograms will be a thing. And I also think, I'd like to think teleporting would be a thing, but I don't think it will be. But I think like faster transportation, like hovercrafts everywhere and stuff like that.
Well, I don't plan on being around 100 years, but I think it's going to be very much less technology, if that makes sense, but more like everything will be like holographic, I think.
Technology, I think we will have basically expanded on everything, so there will be no jobs for anyone. No one will have to do any jobs because every job from teaching to politics will all be run by technology.
I think it'll probably be very advanced. I think maybe teleportation might be a thing, which would be really cool because I'm really lazy, and it would be nice to like get somewhere really quick. And I think maybe like healthcare would be a lot better and quicker.
I feel like technology is going to be incredibly advanced. I believe that we're going to have a lot more to bring in order for people to be less poor, for people to have better health, better mental health. I think broken arms are going to be like fixed in 2 minutes.
What do you think fashion will be like in 100 years?
I would love to see people rocking some like alien suits or like some space stuff. I think that would be pretty cool.
Just unimaginable, I guess. There will be more clothes. We'll have more fabrics we wouldn't even be able to think of, and they will be used in all sorts of different ways.
I think at that there might be like an app where you can just like pick an outfit. Like you have to obviously buy it, but pick an outfit, and then it just appears on you like that.
I feel like it could go one of two ways. I think it'll revert back a couple of centuries, or it could be the weirdest things ever. So like cling film underwear or whatever.
Futuristic Fridays with Amber Farrant.
Hello everyone, it's 1:45. I'm Amber Farrant, your host of Futuristic Friday. For those who've just tuned in, Demi Duncan, our winner from last week's show, has gone into the future using our very own time machine that has been imported into the... Are you... Oh my God, I've just been informed. I've just been informed that Demi Duncan... Oh my, has gone into the year 2118 instead of 2028. That's 100 years from this day. Oh, I'm actually speechless. Oh, the 100. What did she press the wrong buttons? You don't know. Right, let's just cut straight to Demi to find out.
Hello, Amber, is that you? I don't think I'm in England, you know. Like, or am I in another world? Like, this is 10 years. It feels like 100.
Oh my God, Demi, are you okay? How are you feeling? Please tell me you're okay, lovely. You're 100 years. Tell me you're okay.
Amber Horn, I'm good. It's actually really warm. You must have sent me to Benidorm after all.
Demi, my love, you were in 2118 in Manchester. 100 years from me. What do you see? What's happening? Tell everyone at Utter Radio what you see.
Oh my God, I must have put too many zeros. Well, all I see are people everywhere, things flying around, there's tower blocks almost covering the sky. I feel so small, but Amber, I can't hear anything.
What do you mean you can't hear anything, Demi?
Like, no one's talking to each other, they're just staring. It's like really weird.
Oh, what? Is there some sort of language barrier? What's going on? What do you mean staring?
No, it's almost like they're talking to each other, but like through the minds. I think they don't actually speak out loud. Do you understand what I mean? I feel like I'm going crazy.
Do you know what? No, I've got right here. This sounds like a theory that a member of the public made in 2012. Dev had conspired that we would have the ability to communicate through thought transmission. It says here that transmission will be just as easy as any forms of brain augmentation. Picking up your thoughts and relaying them to another brain will be not much harder than storing them on the actual net.
Yeah, that's what I meant, I think, yeah.
Okay, Demi, don't go anywhere. This is so exciting. We'll talk to you shortly, much later. But for those just tuned in, don't forget about your chance of winning this week's contest where you and two friends could win a chance of going back in time. So all you need to do is text us on 077 1878595 telling us why you think you should be picked. All very exciting stuff. After the break, we will see how I got on when I visited Delilah, a psychic from Manchester.
Are you struggling to get rid of those tough stains from your carpet? Do you spend endless amounts of money on cleaning products just to get rid of last weekend's remains from your flooring? Have you ever came home from a night out with the lads and christened your brand new carpet with your favourite drink? What you need is Karen's Carpet Cleaning Services. We deal with all kinds of stains. Well, only the ones on your flooring. The rest are left down to you, I'm afraid. Call us now for a free no obligation quote. The wife will never even need to know.
I know I am. Can't afford a mirror? Well, you should. Or do you just really want to punch yourself in the face? Introducing SimpuClone, the fastest and cheapest of all cloning technology. Just dip your finger into the SimpuClone docking station, and voila! Your very own clone. You're truly your own best friend with SimpuClone, so buy it now at all your major retailers. SimpuClone, brought to you by Future Corp, the Corp of the future.
However, please be wary, because some clones may turn evil. But don't let that put you off.
Futuristic Fridays with Amber Farrant.
Hello, it's Futuristic Friday. The time is 1:49 p.m. and you're listening to Amber Farrant on Utter Radio. We've had one hell of a show so far with futuristic adventures of Demi Duncan being 100 years ahead of our time using the studio's very own time machine. We'll be chatting to her very much later on to see how she's doing. Thank you so much for all the tweets that have come through via Utter Radio. I asked earlier on in the show what your predictions would be for 10 years' time. At Adam_95 says, food that can be processed by 3D printing. That sounds extremely exciting. At Sarah Jenkins says, robots will take over the world. Wow. At Groovy101 says, people will no longer have to walk again. #hoverboots. And at Fan-Based Fashion says, walking into a photo booth and it changes your outfit. Sounds like a great idea to me. I would never be late for anything in my life. Thank you for all the tweets. Keep them coming at _radio with Utter that's there talking about looking into the future. I visited a family psychic, Delilah Homewood, who enlightened me on the social concept of this generation in 10 years' time. Let's see how I got on. What is your general vision for the future?
Well, generally I'd say that we're ascending in the world together. I think that now is a really good time for change, as higher consciousness is being reflected within people and their actions, and you can really see that in society, specifically within young people at the moment. It's very, very prominent.
So what would you say it is that's special about young people?
Well, I'd say at this stage on our Earth, we are surrounded by very opinionated, open-minded and intelligent young people. A lot of them have very divine spiritual missions to raise the vibration of the Earth, and these are what we like to call indigo children or Earth angels, and they tend to have a very bright, high vibrational violet aura and very intense drive to change their community in a very positive way. And you know, there are many of these young people on the Earth at the moment because now's a prime time for them to really make a difference, what with new acceptance of previously unaccepted topics such as, you know, sexuality and gender.
What would you say technology will play a role in these Earth Angels missions?
Well, technology is really allowing indigo children and Earth Angels to spread their messages out positively at the moment, you know, especially through social media and sites like YouTube, especially. So many YouTubers these days, and you know, I can only see this becoming more prominent within the next 5 years or so, as technology is going to get even bigger, especially with these Earth Angels. You know, they're going to be growing up, learning more and putting action into society with everything that they're learning.
So with what you've just said, just how much do you think these Earth Angels can bring?
Now, I don't think these Earth Angels can have the power to prevent World War III, but people seem to misunderstand when I explain the positivity that they will impact the world with. But they do have the ability to change views and impact society, especially even within their family homes. A lot of the time they're born into not overly traumatic but quite difficult situations that they can get through and become stronger, and they can educate people around them from that experience. They tend to be, you know, quite excellent leaders, and they have a lot of power, and the power that young people have today, you know, you can really see that. And I think the future that we're going to be looking at is much more accepting, and we're looking at a very educated society, I would say.
So do you have any other information for our listeners?
Final thing I'd say is about astrology. When it comes to astrology, Saturn's going to be in his home sign of Capricorn until December 2020 from now on, and you know, it's that synchronicity which is going to help put people who put effort in on the right track. They're going to be able to achieve their goals and their dreams a lot more easier with less obstacles. And so overall, we're looking at quite a successful couple of years, you know, for the individual, especially for those born under the sign of Capricorn. But unfortunately, I can't look too much further into the future. It's only really within the next couple of years as far as astrology will really let us go.
A very intriguing and engaging experience I had there. That was Delilah Homewood, a psychic from Manchester. So it was great to speak to an individual with that, the ability to foresee to that future. Words not coming out my mouth. So those of you who have just joined us, Demi Duncan, a 21-year-old from Bolton, has travelled to the year 2118. So guys, for those who've just listened, right now, join me, Demi Duncan. Are you there?
Hey Amber, is that you? It's so nice to finally hear someone talking. I feel like I'm going crazy.
Are you okay? Where are you? Tell me what's going on right now.
Well, I'm currently sat in a restaurant, I think. Amber, this is so weird. I can't quite understand what is going on. I ordered my food and some machine was literally printing it in front of me. How crazy is that?
That's absolutely insane. Wow, what colour is it? What's it doing? A machine?
I think it's like a robot. I mean, it's got arms and legs, and it's nearly as tall as me. I know I'm only 5'4", but yeah, this is the best experience of my life.
That is great information for us all at Utter Radio. So exciting to hear, Demi. We have actually had heaps of questions for you coming on Twitter right now. Are you happy to answer them for us, Demi?
Yeah, of course, as long as they follow my Twitter at QueenDemi96.
At Daniel Gray _ asks, is the sky blue?
I mean, kind of. I can't actually see it. There's so many skyscrapers in the sky. It's just, you can't even see.
At Emily Hargroves 212 asks, what colour is everyone's hair?
Well, it's almost like a rainbow, like a ray of colours everywhere I look. One man even had like bright greenish hair. I mean, I think it's real hair, unless he was bald. I can't quite remember.
At Josh Forza 2 asks, are there flying cars?
They ain't really flying very high, like almost hovering, like really fast. But I thought I was going to get hit by one before, but it stopped like immediately in front of me.
And finally, a question from at Cassie Loves Food asks, what food did you order in that restaurant?
Well, I ordered like a Hawaiian pizza, but I was given a pineapple, like, I don't understand. Like, I asked for lemonade before and they just give me water. And I'm looking now, literally, everywhere, and everyone's just got healthy food. There's no fast food at all.
Wow, I guess in the future they may have adapted to a healthier lifestyle. Thank you for all your questions from our Twitter feed and to all the listeners that are keeping in touch throughout Futuristic Friday. We will be right back after the break to reveal our winner for this week's competition. There's a couple of minutes to grab your last chance of winning, you and 2 friends, a chance of going back in time in the time machine in our studio. So all you need to do is text us on 077 187 85935 telling us why you think that you should be picked.
This is a final call for all passengers wanting to get out to the country while saving up to 50% with Hot Stuff Holidays. There are amazing deals on right now, including a week-long stay in a 5-star all-inclusive hotel in Bahamas with flights included for just $9.99 per person. Or perhaps a 4-day city break to Prague for just $199 per person. Head to hotstuffholidays.co.uk now to find a place you'll love for a price you'll love. Thank you.
Welcome back to Futuristic Friday. The time is 1:57 and you're with Amber Farrant for our last part of today's show. That's right, are you ready for me to reveal who Utter Radio have picked for a chance of travelling back in time? All they need to do is answer one question to win. We asked our listeners today to tell us why they should travel back in time and they get to take 2 friends with them. So, the text we have chosen reads, the reason I believe I should travel back in time is to see the life my granddad lived and to get to know him, as I was too young to remember him when he passed away. And I always heard the stories, but I always wanted to meet the man. So, on the phone, we have none other than Sophie Smith, I believe. Sophie, are you there?
Hi! Oh my gosh! Hi! I'm so speechless.
Hi, Sophie. You have written a beautiful text, and everyone here at Utter Radio believes you deserve this opportunity.
Thank you so much. I really don't know what to say.
So all you have to do, Sophie, is to win is answer the following question correctly. Are you okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. What year was Demi Duncan supposed to travel to in the show?
Is it 2028?
That is correct, Sophie!
Oh my god!
Congratulations, Sophie. You've won yourself and 2 friends to go back in time. Thank you to everyone who texted in their answers over the last half an hour to grab a chance of winning this week's Futuristic Friday. Make sure you tune in next week to hear how Sophie's experience unfolds.
Can you hear that? That's the sound of the new TD Grande driving towards us at 30 miles per hour. No? You can't hear it? That's because the TD Grande runs on electricity and is the most advanced electric car on the market. Proven to travel 500 miles on a single charge, the TD Grande will take your driving experience to the next level. It won first place in the Try It Awards, so isn't it about time you tried it? Prices start from £100,000, T's and C's apply.
Futuristic Fridays with Amber Farrant.
The time is 1:59 on our last part of Futuristic Friday. We've had an incredible show for you today, exploring the likes of time travel, where Demi Duncan accidentally went 100 years into the future instead of 10, a lecturer's predictions and a psychic's fear for generations to come, and finally a contestant winner, Sophie, and her ambitions to travel back in time to see her granddad. Let's quickly head over to Demi in the year 2118.
Hi Amber Hunt. I don't actually want to come home. The world of 2118 is so much to handle. Like, I've got so many questions unexplored, and I actually think I understand science a little bit more.
Demi, I'm so glad you enjoyed your time here at Utter Radio. All the listeners have. However, it's time for us to end the show. You just need to press that red button to come back, my lovely.
3, 2, 1.
You've been listening to Amber Farrant. I hope everyone has a super day. Join us next week for more time travelling fun.
Futuristic Fridays with Amber Farrant.